Hello, my name is Darrick, and I was born and raised here in Sonora.
My name is Nicole, and I moved to Sonora when I was 14, so I'm not born and raised like my husband. We have been together 20 years. We have 2 kids that attend Malaja. I myself attend school online, and I work at Hetchechi Water and Power. I love my family, my kids and my husband.
What has led me to this moment to be baptized is just all the great things that have come from our kids going to this school, and it's just kind of been eye-opening and just another stepping stone in the path to becoming more of a better godly person.
Well, if anyone knows my children, Livia and Jax, Livia had a big hand in this. But if I was to start back, there's a ton of reasons we're here. First, we were married by Ken Hoover, ironically, whose name is out on the bench in front. We were not religious. When we sat down to talk with him, I actually told him, please don't use the word God a bunch because, it's not really a thing, it'll make people feel weird, And I had no faith at the time. I did not know he was an Adventist pastor. He said the word God a million times in our ceremony. And I remember thinking, I told him not to say that. So God's been working for a while in our home. Then we put our kids in Malaja. We put our kids in Malaja for academics that had nothing to do with the Christian side, but we knew deep down that the Christian side was super important. We didn't realize the extent of why it was important. We just knew we wanted them to be taught that. They have led us here, and ultimately the final straw for us was the mission trip. Our trip to Africa was like we were with family, and all those people feel like family, and we can't imagine not adding that final puzzle piece to our life. Ultimately, our life will be complete once we are baptized.
Baptism means to me a chance to start over, being reborn, and starting a new path, with Jesus.
What does baptism mean to me? Like I said before, it's the final puzzle piece to our life. And I know that this baptism will just complete our family. And I already felt like a family. I already felt like part of the family with the Adventist community, but now it's official. I really get to be a part of the community, and it's super exciting, and I'm happy to be a part of it. I'm happy to, stand next to them and work next to them and, be involved in all the things that our church brings to the community.
What comes next after the baptism, I would have to say, is unknown. Just because I feel like I've always kind of been on a path. I feel like Jesus has been keeping me on this path. And every stepping stone has been amazing. And I don't think I would change any of those. So I'm just really looking forward to where my foot, or I should say where our feet are going next.
What does the next steps look like for me personally? It more or less is setting a good foundation with our kids, because we started them later in life. They weren't raised Adventist, and I hope that my children raised their children Adventist, because if I had to do over, I would have been an Adventist a long time ago. I would have found Jesus a long time ago. I didn't know what I was missing, but it's very clear that it was him.